Hi, welcome. I'm called Darlington, and in this video I'm going to show you how to import, how to add stock in a point of sale system. There are two ways how you can add stock. One is by adding one item at a time, or you import an Excel file of stock items. So let's start. I will log in as a manager. There are two user categories, that is manager and cashier. I'm going to log in as a manager who has a responsibility of importing an Excel file of stock, as well as adding one item at a time. So I've logged in, and here is our dashboard. From the dashboard you will see stock, where we have stock and purchases. Now the system works like when you add a purchase, it automatically gets added as a stock item. So if you check, for example, when we go to stock, you find that currently we don't have any stock items. You see stock item, the number is 0, and the current stock value is 0. So you can add one stock item at a time from here by filling in these form fields, or you import an Excel file of stock items. But we are going to come to this. So we are going to start by adding like a purchase. When you add a purchased item, the system automatically picks it up as a stock item, and this is how I'm going to demonstrate it. So here you can see that our purchase is 0, total cost of purchase is 0. So we are going to add a purchase item. So we have serial number, receipt number, item ID, which can be the barcode item. If you have a barcode, you can scan. Then item, quantity, price per item, retail selling price, wholesale price, and supplier. So these ones which are optional, for now I can leave them. Item, maybe it's soap which has been bought, maybe 50 pieces, and maybe it's 1,500. That's the price that you've bought. You've bought the item. Retail price, the one you are going to sell it at, this is maybe like 1,600. Wholesale, so there is retail price and then wholesale price. Some businesses, they only consider retail, so if you only consider retail, then you put retail. If you have wholesale price as well, then you can also fill in, maybe it's 1,700. Maybe the supplier, if you don't have a specific supplier, we can just put Super Plaza. So that is our supplier. Then contact, maybe you can just put a contact 3, then 1, 2. Then date of purchase, when you bought like that item, by default it is the current date. So if I happen maybe select maybe this second, and now I register sending date, they show you sending data. If it gets added, you receive a message that you have successfully added purchased item in our purchase collection, and also in stock it has been added in both. So that's here you receive a message that purchased item you've recorded has gotten added in purchases, as well as the stock collection. So you can see that we have here soap 50, and the cost price is this, and it was bought this on this date by the supplier. So if you get to remember, I've told you that when you add a purchased item, it automatically gets added as a stock item. So if you come and check in stock items, remember we left when there was nothing. But if you come and check in stock item, you can see that now we have one item, and this is soap that we added from the purchases interface. So basically the system works like, if you have purchases, you can add from purchases, and those purchased items will automatically be picked up by the system as stock items. Now there we added purchased items, like one item at a time, but there's an option where you find that business person has got his or her purchased items like in an Excel file, the system has that provision where you can import that Excel file. So the Excel file is here where you have the serial number, they have the receipt number, you have date of purchase, you have item, supplier's contact, quantity, price per item, total, retail price, wholesale, and the item. So we are going to import this kind of Excel file that has got these purchased items into our system. So if we come here, we are going to import this Excel file of purchases. So you come and you select these purchases, so you click upload. Now it depends on the number of the records that Excel file has got, so the amount of time that it takes, but it doesn't take a lot of time. This Excel file, I think we have like 1,000 plus records, but it doesn't take like a minute for those purchases to be added in our system. Remember, I've told you that when you import, when you add the purchased item, whether by adding one at a time or importing those purchased items by using an Excel file, they will be automatically picked up as stock items. So we are going to check that whether the system does that automatically. We saw that when you add the item which has been purchased one at a time using the system, that it automatically it gets picked up by the system into stock. So what about when we import an Excel file? Does that happen? All items that are in our Excel file going to be picked up as stock items? Now we are going to confirm that. Now you can see that yellow, you've successfully imported an Excel file of purchased items in what in the system. You can see that they're already showing you that the purchases are the number is 1,583, and the total cost, you see, even you have the total cost of what of purchases as this amount of money. So here are our imported purchased items. You can see them from, we've imported them from an Excel file. Now if we go and check stock, we should see these purchased items from stock side, because we've said that when you add purchased items, they automatically picked up by the system as stock items. So you can see them, they are here. We remember we had added a soap only, but you can see that the system has picked up also these items that we added from the interface of purchases. So basically that's how the system works. Now there is also a provision of adding from here, from stock. If you don't want to go and import from purchases interface, you can just come to an interface of stock on the dashboard. You come here, then stock, then you from here stock, you come here, you add stock. So on adding stock, here you have item ID, you have the item name. Maybe I'm going to add bread. Maybe you select category. Now this category is like item category. You can have cosmetics, you can have all those categories. So if they are already added in a system, there is where we add them from product categories. The system here automatically picks those recorded item categories, and you'll be able to select from them. Then you pick a supplier as well. If you have already recorded the suppliers in the system on this interface will automatically pick them up. So then you add the quantity of bread, maybe 50 pieces. Threshold quantity is that quantity of an item which will be based on to tell whether the quantity is running out of stock or not. Maybe I may put like 8. If I put 8, it means that the moment my bread pieces the number of bread pieces reaches 8, it means that the system will automatically detect that bread is one of those stock items that is running out of stock. You can choose an expired date, or if your product has got an expired date, you can record it or not. Then buying price, maybe it is 3,000. Then retail price is maybe 3,100. The wholesale price, it is not mandatory, but you can register it. Maybe for us, we are going to say it at whole price of that. Then you record it as well. So when you record, you see, so here you receive a message that you have successfully recorded stock item bread in our system. So if you type here bread, you can see that it's here. We have bread 50, and these are the details. So basically, you see, now we are adding one stock at a time, but there is also a provision of importing an Excel file of stock items. So for example, I have an Excel file of stock items here, where I have the number, then the barcode. If you're busy, for example, you own a supermarket and you want to use barcodes, then here you have also it in an Excel file. Then you have item, then the cost price, selling price, the wholesale price, the quantity, and the supplier. So we are going to try to import this Excel file. So the number right now is 924. We expect that Excel file has got some the fact is that it has some records. So if we import it, we expect this number 924 to increase, as well as the current stock value. So we are going to click here and try to import. So our Excel file is here. We select and import. So basically, it's quite effective for someone who doesn't want to add like very many stock or like who doesn't want to add one stock item one at a time, but one who wants to use an Excel file. So here we get a message that you have successfully imported an Excel file of stock items into the system. Initially our number was 924, I think. Now it has increased to 947, meaning that our Excel file has gotten what imported. If we can check, we have like iron sheets as one of the items which has gotten imported in our system. So if we come and we type here iron sheets, we should be able, you can see that it's here. Now after importing, you could find, maybe you want to increase maybe the retail price or the wholesale price. There is that provision where you come and edit. There is this edit option helps you here. It helps you to edit the quantity, the details of a stock item. Maybe here I want to put 90. Maybe you want to raise the retail price maybe to 23500, and then 23500, and then maybe the wholesale price to 2500. So 2500. So you've edited, and when you edit, you click up edit. So it tells you have successfully imported details of stock item iron sheets SG32. So if maybe at one point the product can be cut off the market, and so that means that you have to do that. Maybe they've banned it from the market, and so that means that you have to remove it from your system. So what does that one mean? That you have to remove it from your business as well. So there's an option of deleting, and so it's here. It asks you, are you sure you want to delete this item? So if you click yes, you see that you have successfully removed. You can basically know this one from that message, as well as the number here 947. So you can delete like one at a time from here, or you can do delete in bulk. You can select like these 4. I'm going to select 5. I've selected 5. Now if you have 946 minus 5, the remainder is going to be 941, deducing to us that they get actually removed from the system. So if I come and delete from here and I confirm delete, those items which I've selected are going to be deleted from the system. You receive a message here that you have successfully removed stock soap, then bearing 6004, and this, then and this, from what? From the system, basically that. And you see the number is now 941. You have also like stock, the current stock value. The system tells you how much you have in stock. How much you have in stock, that's basically the sum up of everything that you bought, everything you haven't sold, but currently how much I have in stock, like my current stock value. So basically that's it. If you want to delete like the entire the whole list of items in stock, you can select here everything, yeah, and you do what? You delete, or you deselect if you don't want to. So basically this is how we add our stock items in the system. We've seen that you can add them from purchases interface, where you add the purchase one at a time, or you import an Excel file of purchases. If they are added purchases, they automatically get picked up as stock items. Or you come to stock interface, this one, where you add one stock at a time, or you import an Excel file of stock, as we've seen. So I hope you've picked up an idea of how this point of sale works as far as adding stock is concerned. I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.